Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for flying Model Aviation 12, your pilot of the virtual skies. Today we are in an extra 300. This is a very fun airplane, even has smoke. So we're just going to get right into it. We are on the active 2-1 at Grand Canyon Airport. You can already know what we're going to do. We are going to do some slow level flying, just for the fun of it. I'm just kidding. No, we're gonna get mean and do some canyon runs. It was actually requested by a pilot friend. Shout out to Caleb. To do. I can't believe I didn't actually think of this for one of my videos. But we're gonna go ahead and do a surface check on the aircraft: ailerons, elevator, rudder, tail wheel. Everything seems to be going, which is flat spotter tail wheel doing that. So yep, let's get back in the cockpit and get going. Engine's going, we're on the runway, let's roll. Power's in, we have no flaps, we just have ailerons. So, we don't need flaps to lift off this thing anyways. This thing can fly at any speed you want. We'll go ahead and rotate, put a little bit of nose up trim. It's pitching down a lot. So, haven't done a canyon run in a long time, so it's going to take a minute, especially with all these clouds, to find. I think the canyon's just over there. So we're going to climb to get some altitude to locate the canyon, and then we're just going to do some cliff dodging. Kayla didn't think of this way before because it's such a fun thing to do, and I think everyone who has a flight sim has done it at least 4 times. I've never been an extra. I've been offered a ride once, and me and the pilot can never connect to get the ride going. It'd be really fun. If anyone knows an extra pilot that would like to give me a ride, it'd be freaking awesome. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue our climb. I think we'll go in the right direction. Looking around to see. Nope. I think that's, yeah. Canyon's behind us. So let's do a 180 here. Glad we climbed up, because glad I looked back too, because I would have never seen that. So this is probably my last video for the week. I might be able to make another one at some point this week. I'm trying to make a point to do one video a week. This is my video, kind of an extra video for this week to make up for next week, because my wife and I are going on vacation. Finally getting out of the house, doing something for us, and now the virus thing's kind of slowing down a bit. Gonna go relax in the pool. So yeah, so I won't be able to make a video from Florida because my flight sim's in Indiana. I might make a small video montage of our Spirit flight there, though. We're gonna be, I think, on an A320 Neo. I'm hoping it's a Neo. I've been on one once, and they're super quiet. They're actually quieter than the Dreamliner. See a plane up there. So there's the canyon. Now the question is, which direction do we want to go? Looks like there's less clouds that way than there are that way, so there's more cliffs too to dodge. Looks like it'll be more fun, so we'll go left. So we'll just kind of... Oh, the wind's hitting me here. Once I get back though, I do plan on going live and starting some live stream videos. I think those will be a lot of fun, especially when I get other people in here. A lot more interesting to watch, in my opinion. There's a lot of gamer YouTubers I watch, and I find that the role-playing servers and things like that are a lot more fun to watch than... Don't get me wrong, a lot of the single-player stuff is fun to watch too, but the stuff that have storylines and stuff are a lot of fun to go with. So especially if I get in here with multiplayer and I'm doing tower or something, it's going to be something to look forward to. I'm excited about it. I hope you guys are. Looks like we're getting to the edge of the canyon here. We're gonna just kind of drop in. I don't know, can I go that way? I'll have to find the river, follow the river to make sure I'm actually going the length of the canyon, not going to a dead end. I think that's the river right down there. Let me get some smoke going. Oh yeah, perfect. We'll cut the smoke for now. Okay, yeah, I see the river right there. So we're just gonna follow the river to make sure we're actually going the right way. I might actually be able to pull terrain up on GPS, maybe. Super slow. Yep, there's the terrain. Okay, so let me minimize the GPS if I can. Like, make it smaller. Nope, I can't. Okay. Kind of put that off into a corner here. So, I've already got it up there. Let me see, which way out? Which way would be better to go? Looks like it's longer to the left, so yeah, we'll go ahead and go to the left. I'm gonna close this window. So we're gonna go to the left and follow the river. If I get lost, I'll just pull the GPS back up. Pull the throttle out so we don't overspeed ourselves. And we'll just aim for the river, and we're gonna try to fly as low as we can without hitting anything. We're getting to the overspeed mark, so I'm gonna bring the nose up just a bit. Throttle is completely out, so there's not much I can do on slowing down. We have no speed brakes or anything. This airplane is bare minimums. Look at that, there's the river, so let's go ahead. As soon as we start leveling off, bring our throttle back in, and we are gonna run this canyon. Throttle's back in. Oh yeah. Not too detailed down here, but I'm not worried about that. Terrain's kind of moving a bit. I'm focused on not hitting anything here. Oh, this is a lot of fun. Anyone who has not done a canyon run on Flight Sim, I would say go for it. It is a lot of fun. Wonder how you would do inverted or in a straightaway. So let's go ahead and go inverted just to see. Just gotta remember all your turning is opposite. There we go. That is awesome. We're flying the canyon inverted. Oh crap, oh, I pushed the stick, oh crap. Okay, roll back over. Almost died there. That is awesome. That is a lot of fun. What am I doing? I can't move them out. Oh no. Go back inside, go back inside. Okay. Well, I almost took us out there too. Stalling inside of a canyon. What a wonderful idea, Kevin. Okay, so let's go ahead and find the river again. Looks like we got a nice sharp bend right here. There's a narrow spot. So don't go outside the cockpit and don't go inverted. I might try inverted again. That's actually kind of fun and not too hard. Just gotta remember everything is backwards. I was pulling on the stick to go up instead of pushing on the stick like I should have. Now we're getting into the type of stuff I was hoping we get into. This looks like fun. I don't even think this is legal in real life. Actually, I highly doubt it's legal in real life just to buzz through the canyon like this. It'd be a cool competition, though. It widens out here. You got a little bit of wiggle room if you want to try anything fancy, like a aileron roll. We're also not very low. We should bring our altitude down just a bit. There we go. Now we're flying the river. Now this is canyon running. Those peaks up there. I have never been to the Grand Canyon in my life. Would love to visit sometime. Be cool to take a helicopter into the canyon. I think that's why flight sim's a good outlet. You can do things you've never done before, or things you can't legally do in real life. Right now, with flying to a minimum, it gets my flying bug out of me. Put in just a little bit of nose down trim because it's pulling back on me. Here we go. Some narrow passageways. I hope we can get out of this. Yep. Nice and smooth. Oh yeah. Just slicing right between those rocks. Widening out a bit up here. Sorry, it's been a long day. Widening out up here is going to be a little bit easier to kind of get away with some things. We'll do another aileron roll just for the fun of it. I've had the throttle about 3/4 this whole time, doing about 170 knots, so it's not too bad. Bring the throttle in full just to see what speed we can get up to between these rocks up here. Looks like we got another nice bend up here. A river goes on the side of the rocks. I didn't know that was possible with real world physics. But we are not in the real world right now, so I guess whatever goes, goes. Try to keep as low as we can. I think the river's going back up on the side of the rocks there, but I can kind of see where it's supposed to be here. Keep gaining altitude on the turns. I want to try to not do that. Got to use some more rudder. No, rudder in flight sim is a joke, but descending a little bit here. holding about 180 knots full power. We're also flying downhill a little bit. Altitude is about 2,300 feet, between 22 2,300 feet. Probably the whole way is about the same altitude. That's just above sea level. Canyon's definitely well above sea level. This is a very wide area here. There was one time I was doing a canyon run and I got lost and tried going off on one of those little trails there and ended up being a dead end. So I had to fly out of the canyon, otherwise I would have hit the rocks on the other side. That's one mistake you get into, but if you follow the river, you're gonna make it from one end of the canyon to the other. I'm gonna pull up our GPS again, see how far we've made it. GPS. Not doing too bad. Looks like we've got another nice tight turn coming up here. Zoom out just a bit. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Now it's getting pretty tight. I'm liking this. Water room above. I'm gonna stay down here low to where we can dodge some of these walls here. Oh, this is so much fun right here. I want to see if there's any like really narrow passageways where I have to go through sideways. Not even sure there's an airstrip on the other end of this, so if there's not, we'll just land. We're in an extra, we can land anywhere we want. We'll just find a nice soft place to land, or smooth place to land, I should say. Looks like we might be getting toward the end of the canyon here. It's starting to turn a little greener and it's getting a little shallow. Everything's starting to widen up a bit. If anyone has any ideas for future videos, comment those below because I get stumped really easily. And I want to bring content to you that you like to watch, not just me having fun. We can do both. This is a nice wide open area. As for a flip, there we go. Look at that. I might do another inverted pass. See if I can do one up here. Inverted. Lower altitude just a little. There we go. Look at that. I'm kind of getting a little spotty here. There we go. My computer is going a bit slow for that. My computer doesn't even know that I'm inverted. Alright, so we're just rolling here, rolling here. See how long I can go inverted. Beautiful. Inverted canyon run, if you thought it couldn't get any more dangerous. Just hold enough cheese to keep blood from going all into your head. You're good. I'm probably failing out miserably right now. Roll back over. And we'll fly uninverted. In layman's terms, that would be normal. Flying normal. It's a nice rock face, could fly in between right there. When we get toward the end of the canyon, I'll find a little gap like that and see if we can split it. This is a cool little area here. And kind of go up along the walls here. Whoa, there we go. Back down. The wings are good. They're still there. I got stuck in something like that once. I like extras I can see out the bottom. I think that's supposed to help with aerobatics for orientation. That's what I would assume it's for. I'm not an aerobatic pilot, so I wouldn't know. It's starting to get really narrow up here. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It looks like it might be coming to an end here. So let's get through this little gap and see what we can find. Kind of like cave diving, get some exploring through here. I didn't realize we went up that high. A little bit lower. I was getting a little mesmerized by the canyon walls. Doing a tight turn. Yep. Look at that. River's back up on the canyon wall. Watch out for the canyon wall, don't want to strike it. That would mean a fatal. Alright, let's go this way. Keep it tight against the canyon wall. I'll finish this out the backwards turn. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so we're still alive. Could you imagine if there was an eject seat in this game? I would be hitting that thing constantly. That'd make for a funny video. Let's see how far into the canyon we've gotten. We've gone pretty far. turn around? So it looks like I did go off onto another little rabbit trail here. I think I might have just done a complete circle. No, I'm going the right way. Okay. Until you fly the canyon, you don't realize how extensive it is. This thing is long. But yeah, the Colorado River carving out these rocks, wind carving out these rocks over years, and after a few years of that happening, it just forms a canyon. That is my science lesson for the day. It's funny, it says rock on there. We're flying between rocks. Ironic. I rocket. At the end, I just thought of something. I might climb, pull the mixture out, cut the engine of fuel, and we might just glide in somewhere, just for the fun of it. Do an engine failure. You've been watching my ball down there on my turn indicator. I have not been coordinated this whole freaking time. Looks like it's... Oh, I thought it was going to open up over here, because it's going to get narrow. So we're going to wait for it to open up again, then we're going to climb out of the canyon. And just kind of visually look how far we have to go. I would like to make it all the way to the end, to the lake up there. So I think they installed the Hoover Dam. I think the Hoover Dam is in the game. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's widening out a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and climb up. Here we go, climbing out of the canyon. The airplane is sweating profusely because it thought that I was gonna murder it. Airspeed's dropping, so we're gonna level off a bit. See which way I was going. So I was following that direction. It's another bit of the canyon that way. That looks so awesome through my floor. So we're gonna pass over some of this and see if we can find some really narrow gaps to try to hit. I think that's the lake up there. So we're gonna dip in and out of the canyon the rest of the way to the lake. Yeah, I think I see it up there. Zoom in a little bit. Whoa. Alright, I'm gonna ignore the overspeed mark and we're just gonna go for it. Full power, bring the nose down, a lot of it. There we go. Outside view. Keep following the river and you won't get lost. Back down into the canyon. Here we go. Pull up the GPS again to make sure we are. Keyboard keeps knocking my hand over at the mouse. There we go. Yeah, we don't got much further to go. So just gonna go around a few more of these curves and we have got it. I'll close this back out. Sometimes I just forget this mic is completely there and I go to get a drink and I just hit my mic with my glass. That looks like a face, several faces on those rocks. I see a face up there too. The rocks are watching me. There's a face up there. Looks like that one is screaming, like, don't do this. There's a face up there. I see a lot of faces and rocks. That's a little concerning. Inverted climb. Let's climb back out of the canyon, take a look, if we can see the lakes. Climbing, 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 climbing. I think I see the lakes up yonder right there. If you stall over a lake and you don't recover, you get the splashity splash, which we're not gonna do, hopefully. You don't want to splashity splash in this airplane. This airplane is expensive, even though it's default downloaded already when you buy the game. But in real life, you don't want to splashity splash. That is considered dangerous. And probably illegal, maybe. So we're now above the canyon again. Don't worry guys, I'm not wimping out. I'm just, I'm actually kind of curious now if the Hoover Dam's in the game, so we're just going to continue. Let's dive back in without hitting some cliffs. If I had $1 for every time I've played this and said, this is illegal, but I would have enough money and extra to buy an extra. This is probably illegal, but we're gonna do this. Luckily, it's a video game. Let's pull around this corner. Pull around this corner. Might better do some pylon racing sometime on here too, but why do pylon racing when you can do the real thing in a canyon? This is kind of similar, except this time in here, if you hit a rock, you don't make it. But in pylon racing, if you hit a pylon, it just kind of disintegrates. And your airplane's fine. Because they're just fabric. Here, these rocks are not fabric. I have fallen on many rocks, and I can tell you they're not fabric from experience. So we're still going about 180 knots. It seems to be this airplane's favorite speed at full power. Climb, we go to about 160 on these little small climbs. So overall, it's a fast airplane, really nice. Imagine if I did this in the Icon. It would take us about 2 days to get through here. Or if I did it in the Air Creation Trike, that would take us about 2 years. Widening out, we're getting close to the end. Invert it. Finish the roll. Climb on out of here. Going right, so we're gonna go right. Sometimes the right direction is the wrong direction. You never know. Sometimes you wonder, what if you did go left? Oh, this is beautiful. I'd love to fly over the Grand Canyon sometime. Looks like we're making another right. Makes sense. Lose your way. Waypoints behind you. Forget you have a window on your belly. Just nosedive it to look down. Let's see about climbing between these rocks right here. See if we can make it. Some G's. Gotta love it. Alright, so it's hey, there's our shadow. Where'd it go? Sneaky little shadow. Okay. Just gonna continue going to the left here. I don't want to take us back the other way. I recognize that green hill out there, so we are going the right direction. Do a tight, steep turn past low these cliff faces. Tree. You can see a lot of trees. There's nothing out here but brown rocks, dirt, trees. Wondering where the lakes are at from our place. I think I was a little bit zoomed out on the GPS. Look out the belly window without stalling. Climb, climb, nose over, don't stall. We didn't stall, but we almost did. And I'm kind of curious. So I'm gonna go straight for the lake. So looks like it's this direction. So we're gonna pass over the rest of this and go straight for the lake, because I want to do some maneuvers and flips and stuff. And that is just gonna wind around that big plateau over there. So we're just gonna skip over these plateaus and see where it takes us. It is beautiful though. See the rudder, elevator, aileron, aileron. I'm gonna gain some altitude and see if I can roll with just my rudder. Alright, should be high enough to recover from anything stupid. No, we just did a really big yaw. You can roll with ailerons though. Always remember to use your stick to keep the nose level, which I'm doing a horrible job. Alright. Sorry, rudder and elevator to keep the nose level. Getting some clouds right here. What's coming below us? Is that the Colorado River again? It is not. Maybe? No, it's not. Okay, so we're gonna keep going straight. Sound cut out there for a second. So let's continue on. Yeah, like I said, my next video might be a live stream, so I will most likely post. Well, that's glitching horribly. I will most likely post something in my story about a live stream. So whenever I do my first live stream with multiplayer, as San Diego ATC have already got it planned out. I'm gonna be air traffic control tower in San Diego. And we'll see how that works out for me, but I'll post something in my story so everybody will know the time and the day it happens. That way people can watch, chat, give ideas for new stuff, whatever. And we'll see how that goes. But if you don't follow me, it's Model Evasion 12 on Instagram. I don't have a Facebook or Twitter for this stuff yet, but eventually, maybe one day. Right now everything is Instagram. I like to keep all that on just one platform. Kind of condenses it, keeps it easy. So I will post something on my story when I'm going to do a live stream, but that'll have to be something planned out between work and things at home and all that stuff. And if there's anyone on the, if there's anyone online, and also how my internet's working. Usually works pretty well for flight sim. Unless I'm trying to load weather, then it seems to not want to work at all. It's the only thing it doesn't work for is weather. Alright, so how far are we? We've probably gone like 2 hours in the wrong direction. Use instrument panel GPS. We're gonna make a right turn here. So now we're going straight for it. Should be back over the Colorado River, almost. That is it right up there. Zoom in just a little bit. Just going on in the GPS. So yeah, we're really, really close. I think it's in that canyon just ahead, where the river meets back up. Yep, there's the river again. So we need to follow it off to the right. So now for anyone who wants to do a canyon run on Flight Sim, you know whenever you take off out of Grand Canyon, going toward the canyon, always make the left. You want to go west because it looks like the canyon is longer that way and there is more to dodge. It's a little bit windier that way, so if you want to do a canyon run, make sure you go west. Practically paralleling the river over there. Stuff underneath us is just forks that come off of it. Back to the canyon. We're not going to go dip into it. I want to just get to the lake. I see a large body of water. Awesome. We have made it. Look at that, we made it, guys. You guys helped me. I'm just kidding. You guys are just watching the video. You've helped me make it this far. Yay! As you can tell, I'm getting super tired. So I'm gonna be ending this video soon. It's actually pretty late right now as I'm filming this. Oh, look at that! Awesome. And I've got to go to work at 5 a.m. at the airport. So, large body of water. I did add the water textures in, so it does look more realistic on the water. You can see the ripples, and it looks like the wind's blowing it and stuff. So let's see if we can find the big part of the lake, and then I'm going to find a place to land. Again, this was an awesome request video. I can't believe I didn't think of this myself, because it's a really fun thing to do. I'm sure a lot of you will enjoy watching it, and there'll be a bunch of negative Nancys that won't like it, or armchair pilots say I'm doing it wrong, but I don't care. I'm having fun, you're having fun, we're all having fun. It's a lot of fun. Close window. So let's just keep going around the water. Let's fly the water. Buzz the water with the smoke on. I'm gonna forget the smoke's on land and think my engine's on fire. I can try a cool maneuver that I learned how to do. Yep, come on. There we go. Look at that. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Okay. You hold it just above stall speed at an angle, and you just kind of fly across the runway. Fly down the runway. I don't really know what the maneuver's called, but it's a lot of fun to do. Gonna turn the smoke off before I forget. Feels like we're going slow, but we're going 170 knots. That is some brown water. Probably because we're in the middle of a canyon. And it's reflecting the rocks and not the sky. I'm gonna look at the GPS and see if there's anywhere to land over here. If not, we'll just make our own landing point. Ouch. There's Las Vegas. See how long it'd take us to get there. Nah, 22 minutes is a bit long. Maybe next time. Alright, so I'm just gonna pick a landing point out here. Looks like we can land next to the lake and camp out. I'm down with that. So let's go ahead and close this menu. Let's find a nice little soft spot to land next to the lake. Gain some altitude, we'll scout a place, we'll pass over it once, check for any obstructions, and then we'll come back in and land. And I can warn you, this landing's going to be bumpy because I can promise you the terrain we land on is not going to be flat. So it looks like straight ahead between these trees here might be the flattest we might be able to do. Oh, we're not going to buy any low lead out here, so hopefully we've got enough gas to make it to the nearest airport. So, let's see, how flat is this right here? That's a little more bumpy for my taste. Keep, seeing illusions of little airstrips, but I'm not seeing any good places to land. I'm seeing a lot of bushes and trees. And if we're camping out, I'd like to be next to the lake. So let's find a nice soft space to land here. A lot of trees and bushes that I don't want to hit. I don't want to waste too much gas looking around. Looks like right here next to the lake might be our best bet, so we're gonna come in over that hill right there. We have no flaps, obviously. Use power to keep our altitude as we turn here. There we go. Alright, that looks like our best bet. there's a tree, there's a tree. I was going a bit too fast to do that. I think I was in the wrong spot that I was looking at anyways. So let's go back around. Alright, so that's the spot we're going to land on. We're going to ignore that tree that's right there in the middle of it. Alright, let's lose a little bit more airspeed than we did last time. Alright, throttle is out. There we go. That's our little landing spot right there. Let's put it into a slip. Alright, this time I'm just going to hold it off. We're going to be landing uphill. Try to hit as few trees as possible. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. And we are down. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Alright. So we're going to stay right here. I did say I was going to do an engine failure, but I guess not. So there we are, engines off, canopies open. We are ready to pull out our camping gear we didn't bring with us. So it looks like we'll be camping under the wing. Hopefully we got enough Lola to make it to the nearest airport next time we take off, which is a game, so who cares. Alright, so if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Remember to geek out, aviators. Bye-bye.